Okay, okay, okay. Okay.
Hello everyone,
Oh
I'm
my God.
Kazunori Yamauchi,
Okay.
producer of the Gran Turismo
Finished
series.
email. I don't know if it made
Today
sense.
I'm here to give you an update on our latest game, Gran
Ooh.
Turismo 7, releasing March 4th, 2022.
Okay. I'm not big
Over its
into
25-year
Gran
history, the Gran
Turismo,
Turismo
to
series
be
has
honest.
demonstrated a serious love and respect for cars.
But
What's more, Gran Turismo 7
that's a
represents
state
the
of play,
25th
so I figured
anniversary of the series.
we'll hang. Or actually, let me.
Gran Turismo 7 will represent the pinnacle of the GT journey. We think of it as our most complete GT to date.
Let's see, how loud is that?
We have designed GT7 so that those who have never come into contact with automotive culture until now can really get to know the deep, rich world of cars. Our aim was to create a driving simulator that all players can enjoy. Whether you're a hardcore Gran Turismo fan or brand new to the series, I think Gran Turismo 7 will be enjoyable for everyone. The history of cars is long, and the world of cars is massive, with lots of attractive cars contained within. For GT7, we have prepared over 400 cars from automobile brands around the world.
400 cars.
We've also prepared 34 locations from around the globe with over 90 layouts. And more tracks and cars will be added in future online updates. Now let's take a closer look at the GT7 player experience. Here's the new map screen. The map is a menu that allows access to the various features in Gran Turismo 7.
I kind of like that.
Our inspiration here was to create a paradise, almost a vacation resort that celebrates car culture.
Forza is almost overwhelming.
When you begin the campaign, you'll use provided in-game credits to purchase a compact car.
People.
You'll then progress through the campaign by participating in races, unlocking new cars, and by tuning and upgrading your vehicles for better performance.
What's up, Dark Charisma? Ah, okay, you're good, you're good. I'm just
This is ultimately
hanging out.
the classic GT campaign mode, but GT7 has more
nothing
to
about
offer.
this. Hey, Minnie! Let's go, Minnie! Mini Cooper S65. You know, there's making S's.
One new feature is the Gran Turismo Cafe. This will be the center of the map in Gran Turismo 7. Here at the cafe, players will be given a car collection menu.
Oh. That's kind of neat.
You'll complete each menu by winning races and championships while exploring this car resort.
I always go with the Porsche. Shine out the Porsches in these games. Shine a light on something else,
Sometimes,
you know?
the people who actually designed those cars will appear to talk about the design in person. By completing menus for a variety of car collections at the cafe, players will naturally come into contact with the history of cars and the culture behind them.
I kind of like having the car museum idea, though. I don't think Forza really does that the best. in a way that makes it to where you can like pay attention, I guess. At least for me.
Grand Central is a shopping mall where a player can purchase new cars. Here, players can purchase roughly 300 car models from 2001 and later. Automotive manufacturers from around the world have assembled here.
Nissan. Oh, I did forget. Well, I didn't forget, but
And not only are there
I
showrooms
found this
for purchasing
playlist of
cars,
Gran
there's also a
Turismo
museum for each manufacturer where you can learn about the history of individual
OSTs,
brands.
like best of. And I did not know Gran Turismo
This
had
is
such a
museum
good
of Porsche.
freaking OST.
And it begins
Like
with
the
birth of
series
Dr.
as a
Ferdinand
whole.
Porsche,
This is
establishing
really
his own
good
design
music.
firm.
Of course, it's like very jazzy, and I really enjoy jazz. So if you don't like jazz, you probably won't like the OSTs. But
Gran Turismo 7 also houses a world of used cars. At the used car dealer, players can purchase cars for more affordable prices. However, some very popular used cars may be sold at an even higher price than when they originally came out. These include the Japanese sports cars of the 90s that are seeing a big boom in popularity worldwide. This car lineup will be updated and changed slightly every day.
I kind of like because I just have like a face pop up. Feels very impersonable to me. Not at the same time, that's not really what the
Certain
game is about.
iconic cars have marked their names in the history books. Even after 100 years, their allure will never fade. The legendary car dealership specializes in these types of famous vehicles.
I like the museum part of it though, that's pretty cool. Wait, stop over that. I'm kind of like, now I'm kind of curious as to why Forza hasn't done something like this. Since these games are for car enthusiasts, you know?
In the World Circuit, you'll have
Well,
access to a
catered to.
variety of tracks. At launch, GT7 will feature 34 locations and over 90 layouts. This includes real-world and fantasy circuits. Legendary fantasy tracks from past GT games such as Trial Mountain, Deep Forest, and High Speed Ring return for GT7 with stunning modern visuals.
What is this music? I feel like I'm looking over the
There are various
Grand
races
Canyon.
and championships hosted at each track.
I finally made it to the end of my journey.
Circuit experience activity can help you learn these tracks. In the custom race mode, you can combine things like weather conditions and AI cars of your choice to create personalized races.
It's kind of interesting because, like, I think there's two different versions of Forza, right? There's like Forza and then
Gran
like
Turismo is
Forza
well known for its
Motorsport, which is
license
more
tests.
just like straight up racing
Many
stuff, I
people
think.
look back and remember how hard
I'm
we
not an
tried
expert,
to achieve
so-
gold results in
but
this mode.
In Gran Turismo, it seems like it's
Naturally,
kind
GT7
of
includes license tests where you can learn driving techniques from the ground up.
best of both worlds, I guess. Like, it's more so still about like the
Here,
racing,
there are
but
many
there's
short
also
mini
car
games that teach you
history,
these skills.
and there's also different locations in the world that you can't necessarily explore in an open world setting like Forza.
Mission races is
Horizon,
where you'll find
but-
unique events beyond typical races and time
Interesting.
trials. For example, here's drag racing. You'll need to tune your car for more power, while also remembering the importance of throttle control from a standing start. There are also drift trials where players compete using their drifting techniques. There are several ways to play and interact with other players in GT7. First, there's a 2-player split screen that you can play together in your living room with family and friends.
I like the UI. It's like, I don't think it's as immersive as Forza's because it's just like a straight up black bar, but it feels more technical and like, I guess, kind of professional because of it. Like, oh yeah, like I'm a real drag racer, I'm a real street racer,
Second,
or whatever.
there are lobbies and meeting places that you can enjoy with your friends online. Finally, in sport mode, you can enjoy serious racing with players all over the world.
Visuals and simulation. I think this is only supposed to be 30 minutes as well. So.
Completely recreating beautiful cars is the essence of the Gran Turismo series. The PlayStation 5 version of GT7 features photorealistic graphics using ray tracing.
See, that's where I feel like Forza's ahead of them. Like, this does look good. And I feel like Forza's is more like, whoa, like, that's amazing. Like, still, I don't think these are necessarily photorealistic.
Lighting and reflection.
Doesn't have to be, but also racing games I know
that
for.
Is most suited for may actually
no,
be in the expression of cars.
For me.
This is because the shiny surfaces of cars reflect the world around them.
Oh, we're trying to make it a little poetry.
With ray tracing, the graphics of Gran Turismo make a jump into the next dimension.
I still think Forza's got them beat. Still very beautiful though.
The color of the skies and the shape of the clouds you see every day are determined by the energy of the sun, the earth itself, and the condition of the atmosphere that surrounds it. If you look at it on a global scale, air containing moisture from the oceans flows into the continents. That air is warmed by the Earth's surface, heated by the sun, which produces ascending air currents.
I thought it was because of humidity.
The air containing moisture will continue to rise in altitude due to this current.
Yes.
And once at a certain altitude and temperature,
humidity.
creates the clouds you see in the sky.
It's not fun.
In GT7, we have simulated the process of how these clouds are formed. Based on a vast amount of meteorological data, temperatures, humidity, and air pressure specific to each region,
The clouds aren't really changing shape that much. Ugh, excuse me.
skies in Japan will change like
This
they
is
do in
just
Japan, and skies in California will change as they do in California.
That's kind of interesting. See a little bit more change
The Gran
there.
Turismo series has always placed an importance on starlit skies at night. In GT7, we have aimed for an even higher quality of expression.
Ugh, excuse me. That's kind of interesting.
Starry skies seen in specific locations at certain dates and times will be drawn using a simulation that includes not just stars, but even planets.
It's kind of amazing to me the
moon
links
will
that people
rise
go
and set
to
in the same way that the
to
sun
bring
rises
realism
and
to a
sets.
game. Like, it's just a car
The color of the
racing game,
stars
you
will
know?
change depending on whether the atmosphere
Oh,
is
not be thinking
clear
about this.
or hazy. Time changes and weather simulations are expressed in the scenery and light. These factors can affect atmospheric and surface
Wow.
temperatures. And by doing so, affect the tire grip, engine power, and strength of the slipstream effect, integrating with the automotive physics simulation.
This is such an interesting presentation. I feel like I'm being soothed.
It rains and the surface becomes wet.
You can't
Puddles
even really
form
see
in
the rain.
locations that are prone to them. The rain ends, and the surface starts to dry from the areas that tend to dry first.
That is insane.
The areas with puddles will remain wet the longest. And these kinds of changes will occur naturally. One simple example of this weather simulation is the rain cloud radar that many players will be familiar with. Players can look at this display and predict the coming weather to a certain extent. On a huge circuit like the Nürburgring, it can rain on one part of the track while being sunny on a different section.
Replay mode.
Gran Turismo is a real driving simulator, but we always place the same level of importance in being able to watch your driving in a replay as we have with the fun of driving. This high-quality replay mode is also present in GT7.
Music replay. Looks like a
We
Hot
have
Wheel I
developed
have.
a new music replay that dynamically generates a replay camera to match the background music.
This is probably copyright. Please don't strike.
Unlike past replay modes where the cameras were fixed on the
Let's
track,
just move past this.
camera positions and image cuts are now generated randomly every
Oh,
time to
no.
match the music,
It's got
allowing you to
lyrics.
enjoy a different camera replay every time you run it back.
They said it went to the beat though. That's pretty cool. I don't think that's something a
let's
lot
show
of
you
games
part of the music
in
replay.
general consider. Oh my gosh, no. I'm pretty sure this is copywritten at the very least. Oh well, I think I'm done. It's over for me. Oh, it's a Bumblebee. Yeah, like a remix. That's fun. So are they saying Flight of the Bumblebee is what I meant to say. But are they saying, oh, they have crowd reactions to like how you're doing in the race? That's funny. That would be, I don't know how they would do this, but it'd be funny to see like a music rally. It'd be funny to see some like intense music come in when like you're bumping up next to a car, and then when you pass them, it like passes, or you have like some kind of victory fanfare or something. That's some next level stuff though. I don't know how they would do that without it being scripted. Car physics. Ooh.
The automotive physics simulation in Gran Turismo has 25 years of history. Our team gathers feedback from many expert advisors, including Lewis Hamilton, top drivers of the FIA GT Championships, and our technical partners at Michelin. This feedback fuels our automotive simulation, which means that track lap times are consistent to their real-life counterparts, and that the driving experience accurately reflects fine sensations. The effects of front and rear vehicle height changes on a car, the effect of wind direction at a circuit, and slipstream effects are all recreated through an aerodynamic simulation using CFD. To fully express
Are any
reality,
of the Gran
devices that
Turismo
can convey
games
information that goes beyond
PSVR?
graphics and sound are very important.
I feel like that would be something they should do, if not.
This is the reason for adaptive triggers and haptic vibrations. Thanks to the adaptive triggers and haptic vibration capabilities of the DualSense wireless controller, we're able to enhance the player's level of immersion on the PS5 console.
Yeah, I bet.
The adaptive triggers will allow your fingertips to feel the vibrations of a tire locked state while braking. When a real car goes into a corner with too much speed, the front tires will be felt on the steering wheel. With GT7 and the DualSense controller combined, it will be possible to feel the state of the front tires in the form of vibrations.
Wow. I'm kind of.
With the DualSense controller, you'll feel as if you're holding the
I
steering
don't know.
wheel of a real car.
I don't know how they would do that.
Underneath.
I don't even know if I could feel that when I'm driving now. But then again, I'm not a street racer, speed racer.
On the PS5 console, 3D audio expresses the positions of various sound sources and the movements in a 3D space.
This one I think I could more quickly
In
understand.
real life, we can perceive where a sound is coming from. Whether it's from the left or right or the front, we can identify when a sound is above us or behind us. We sense the fine differences in sound affected by the shape of our head, our earlobes, and the difference in the speed at which sound reaches our left and right
They're really
ears
just breaking down
in
the
order to
science with
determine
this.
where that sound is coming from. 3D audio is a technology that recreates these sensations. Here's a quick demonstration of some of the sounds of GT7.
Oh yeah. Yep, that's some good stuff right there. That's why we play games. On a real note though, audio design is very important for projects in general, let alone video games. It's like supremely important.
The tuning shop also returns in Gran Turismo 7. We have prepared approximately 60 types of performance parts per car.
Welcome back. We are going into the depths with this Gran Turismo presentation, which I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest with you. I'm talking to my son Christian, my brother.
Combining these, you can change the
Yeah, I
performance
talk to him
and
every
overall
once in a while.
driving experience as you like.
He doesn't like a lot of the games that I like to play, so that's why I haven't
actually
played with
tried
him on stream in a bit.
This is a first-generation Volkswagen Beetle. The people's car, designed by Dr. Ferdinand
We're cool, though,
Porsche,
we're
is a
cool.
rear-engine car, which is fairly rare nowadays. Let's try
Like,
tuning
what
this
is
car.
all of this, man? That's insane. Insane to me. I think they're doing like the difference between one part or the other, but I'm not 100% sure. And the freaking, what's it called? Buggy. Freaking Volkswagen buggy. Thank you. Suspension.
While tuning involves changing a car's performance, car customization at GT Auto allows you
No,
to
not
change its
suspension.
appearance.
Brake.
Over 650 aerodynamic parts,
Just got off
130
work.
types of wheels,
Hey.
1,200 colors of measured paint data. You
Isn't
can
that
go on
early for
forever
you?
with the numbers. But there are several dozen types
It's
of parts per car, totaling to several
almost
thousand
5:30 here.
customization parts.
So there should be like 2:30. You work EST. Oh,
You can even install roll cages
interesting.
and do wide body modifications.
That makes sense then. Yeah.
The livery editor for decorating
EST
and painting
over
cars
here,
has also
cuz.
evolved. You can now apply stickers to areas that did not allow sticker placement in the past.
Oh.
The limit to the number of stickers that can be applied to the cars has also been increased.
Isn't that... Oh, okay. I was about to say, isn't there usually a limit that makes it so you can't do all that? But, okay. I respect that. I don't think you could do that much in
GT
Forza.
Auto will include your familiar car wash
At least
and oil
not right off the
changes as
bat.
well.
What in the world? This feels like a very quirky game to me, which I could see a lot of car fanatics either really liking or just being like, you know, and I'm just here for the racing.
Scapes offers a new world of photography.
Ooh, what camera daddy is.
And is a mode where you can travel the world with your favorite car.
Okay, so they do have a thing similar to Horizon.
You
Oh
can place
my
the car
gosh,
in
this
over
music is
2,500
amazing.
spots around the globe. And take cutting-edge HDR photos.
This is... So is it just putting a car on a set, or what is this? Because that's a little bit what it feels like, I guess. That's a little bit what it
By
feels like.
combining true-to-life light information with photo effects, this
Still
mode allows
gorgeous, though.
high-level photographic expressions that are mostly impossible in real-life photography.
Oh god, that's not what I thought they were doing. You a fan of Gran Turismo Dark Charisma? I'm not. But it's a state of play, so I figured I would
The race
tune
photo
in.
mode allows you to photograph
Not that I
races
don't
you've
like it, but
participated in.
I'm just
Going to a
I'm
real
not a
circuit to
big
take photographs is a lot of work.
car racing fan.
But in GT7,
Not really.
you can
Yeah.
photograph dynamic, beautiful shots that even professional
It's fun
photographers will
to
struggle
learn
take.
about the ins and outs,
Much
which I
greater
was not
ease.
expecting they were gonna do during this presentation at all. That's interesting. I like hearing like the thought processes behind like why somebody does something the way they do it in a game. Although
Gran
I'm kinda
Turismo
wondering,
7 is also a creative tool where
like,
players
is the
can use
Gran
to produce
Turismo
various
audience
content.
responsive to these kinds of presentations? Because usually,
Replays,
like for
photographs
Horizon
taken
Zero
in-game,
Dawn,
livery designs,
like
and
yeah, they
more.
had some explainer bits, but a lot of it was like really hype, like combat and like seeing the
Showcase is a
environment.
place where this content can be shared for other players.
This
to
I feel
download.
like is very technical, like almost like the PS5 conference, like when we were first learning about it, and people thought like, oh, we're gonna get to see what it looks like, we're gonna do the demo, blah blah blah, and that's what it was. Well, it
Finally,
wasn't what it was
please
at
settle
all.
in for a look at some new Gran Turismo 7 gameplay.
Ooh, here we go.
Our closing segment shows 2 new features added to Gran Turismo 7.
2 new features.
The Music Rally, where you enjoy music while you drive, and the Music Replay, that syncs replays to music.
Survive.
These are all real-time images captured on the PlayStation 5 console.
What is the beat countdown? It's countdown to what? At first I thought it was beats per minute, but no, that's not what it is. Oh, this is probably copyright. Dang it. This is probably copywritten too. Stop playing copywritten stuff, dang it. I'm making constructive commentary, don't take down my stream. It's not like, it's got like little, I see. From the other camera perspective, it looked like tusks. I never got to see what the beat thing does. What is that? Is it like beats until, like you need to reset your beats at the next checkpoint, or I don't know. Not important. Honestly, not important. Wow, they're treating the camera work like a real camera. impressive. Or thoughtful, I should say. Alright. So a different kind of race here. An Italian car, I guess. I kind of like don't get why people would do this in real life. Why am I watching it if I don't like Gran Turismo? It's a state of play, and I just wanted to see what they were talking about. Pretty much. Give me an excuse to sit down and chat with you all. I have other things that I want to talk about after this, so Gran Turismo is just the introduction, I guess. And a little bit earlier last week, question mark? Or earlier this week at the very least. When they announced this, I thought that they, like, Gran Turismo was going to be the focal point, but they were also going to be talking about other things.
Thank you for watching.
But then that became very clear that's not the case.
2022.
So I'm like, okay, sit down and watch some Gran Turismo for a bit. There we go, now we're informed. Only the latest and greatest gaming news here on the Swiper Prime channel. Okay. So now, oh, I saw a bunch of W's before there were L's. So this is back in January, so that's how behind we are. Not that behind, but EA confirmed Respawn Entertainment will be working on new Star Wars titles, which... No, yeah, Respawn makes sense. Yeah. It's just that, so, I think it was last year or 2 years ago, EA came out and said that they will no longer be exclusively the holders of, like, Star Wars video game content. So that's opened it up for, Quantic Dream is gonna do a Star Wars game, and some other peeps, I believe. Quantic Dream being the big one for right now. But yeah, there's this that I haven't looked at yet, so hopefully it's fruitful. Yeah, delivering all new... Oh, I forgot to freaking play the music. My bad. You see how organized I am. Well, let's see. Now for Apex, which the other things I need to talk about, but blah, blah, blah. Next, action adventure Star Wars Jedi series. I don't know how that happened. I see. Joined by 2 new teams. So one of them is going to be a first-person shooter that is not going to be Battlefront. And then the third title is a strategy game. Don't even know what's happening. We're talking about gaming news. News that has happened in the past couple-ish weeks. Which I should probably change my stream title. There we go. So yeah, I think that's just like the biggest things that were happening from that. Yeah. So they're gonna be coming out with a strategy game, coming out with a first-person shooter, which, with the popularity of The Mandalorian, and the fact that you can't see his face, you could go first-person shooter and have like a Mandalorian story. I could very easily see them doing that. Boba Fett, probably not with the amount of times he takes his helmet off in the series, but what the frick? Why does it do this? But yeah. So we got some more Star Wars games in our future. Let's see, going back. Here we go. This is the thing. This is the thing. No, it's not the thing. This was the thing. Question mark. No, this was the thing. Wait, I had the same tweet saved. No, this was the thing. Okay. Oh, this was funny. I don't know if this was... I need more details on this. Supposedly, developers from Software, known for making very difficult games, are designing Elden Ring, and they're going to make it so that it avoids unnecessary stress. What in the world? Twitch streamers be going crazy for some reason. That's a whole different thing in itself. I don't know what's happening with that. I'm not gonna touch it. I talked about like Pokemon's whole situation with her streaming avatar, but that was just because I was like the first of a bad series of events. Now I'm just like, people are just going crazy to get publicity. But yeah, I'm kind of with the whole idea of Elden Ring being made to avoid unnecessary stress, because I don't know if I find Dark Souls stressful while I'm playing, yeah, but stressful overall, I don't think so. But they're known for Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Demon Souls, Sekiro, and what was it? It was a robot fighting series that was early on in their careers as well. Let's see, Souls gains difficulty, can stop many from enjoying the beauty. Yeah, okay. Speaking of the audience, the development teams focus on making adversaries within Elden Ring less challenging and therefore less stressful without removing the difficulty. I don't know how you'll manage to do that one, but good luck. Challenging boss areas can be entirely avoided. I was like Dark Souls. Take a significant amount of time to conclude. Unforgettable experience to players. With comfort, explore incomparable world of Elden Ring with relatively less stress. Alright, well, there it was. Like I thought, not too much to discuss with that one. And I hate that, like, this thing keeps resetting for no good reason. Alright. And then EA looking at options to restore Battlefield's 2024 player numbers, including some free-to-play access. I looked at this a little bit today, and it's like there's nothing really conclusive, and it's just a rumor created by Tom Henderson. So, well, I don't know if it was like only him. Oh no, yep, they're crediting him saying that. So yeah, Tom Henderson said it. Who knows if it's valid or not, but they could do it. Everybody's been going in the next year, and then they'll stop making the games. This is true, but they could do it. Doesn't mean they will. Doesn't mean they won't. But 3 years since Metroid Prime 4 has been in development and scrapped and restarted. I don't know if I want to touch that one too much. 20 million Spartans. Oh yeah, Halo Infinite is the biggest launch for Halo in a Halo franchise, or in the Halo franchise. I thought this was funny considering like it is free to play. Like half the game is free to play, so not a big surprise that a lot of people are. It's the biggest launch. I don't know. It feels like they're ignoring a lot of issues with the game that are kind of keeping me from playing it, to be honest. Star Wars Battlefront 3 not happening. Yeah, they did say they were not doing that. You see the next 3 Call of Duty games on PlayStation, which was the deal. So who knows what's going to happen with Call of Duty. I personally don't think Call of Duty is going to get pulled off of all platforms. I feel like that would be a waste of money. Like, a waste. It would be a waste in terms of not getting money, which is ultimately what all these companies are trying to do. So I don't know. But then we saw that PlayStation bought or acquired Bungie. So I don't know. Things are getting wild. GPUs are getting cheaper 2022, which is cool. Unity acquires Ziva Dynamics for realistic humans. And then they have this picture that is not really realistic in my opinion. But that's cool. Unity is on the up and up, and I'm actually learning Unity right now. So will I get to use this? Probably not in my class, but maybe one day. Site Forgotten Gods is now available. I might know what this is. It looks somewhat familiar. $29.99. There's no video. Okay. We're gonna keep pushing then. Oh, come on. We're getting there. Okay. Oh yeah, I saw this. This is up later on. I'll touch that. Blizzard's reveals working on a survival game in a new universe. I don't know what that would be. I don't know Blizzard's history on survival games. Let's see, will they talk about it? Reveals working on a survival game in a brand new universe. World of Warcraft, StarCraft. Reveals in the early stages making a new survival game, and they need new talent to help do that. So this was just, they got this from job postings, pretty much. This, I don't know, it almost feels Fable-ish. But his outfit looks kind of modern, so who knows. This game may be the potential to be one of the best Xbox games for survival fans. Maybe. Delay to gameplay demo for Overwatch 2. I almost feel like Overwatch 2 is not even gonna happen now. Oh, HoloLens 3 is canceled. I didn't know there's HoloLens 2. They've been holding back on the HoloLens, I'll tell you what. Promise NFT game block first. Well, oh my gosh, yes. I was gonna talk about this game, but then I was like, I saw a little bit about this game, but so Blockverse basically put out it says pretty much the whole story right here in this picture. They put out like a Patreon or something to help get the funding for the game using cryptocurrency, and then just like disappeared and just stole everybody's money, which is not funny. It's not funny. I shouldn't be laughing, but I don't know. I think the whole idea is just crazy to me. Which company did this? I don't know if they're I think it's independent developers. A project promised to build a play-to-earn game on top of Minecraft. Yeah, I think it's just independent developers who did this. If it was like a big company, they definitely would not be here anymore. I'll tell you that. that would be awful. Let's see. Oh yeah, they have a whole bunch of stuff on it. What the heck? This website looks kind of sketch. Never mind, I'm leaving. But yeah. A lot of NFT setups are like that. I'm not surprised. Based on the promises of a project to get people to buy it. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. That doesn't even really make sense to me. Like, to back a project based on NFTs. Like, you can back a project in dollars and it could go bad, but it's like backing it on some NFTs where it would like not be, it'll be In theory, it should be easier to track because of like the blockchain. But if you're controlling the blockchain, then like who's gonna be able to verify the information? I guess I don't know. NFTs aren't regulated, but isn't it? So the information. No, this is illegal. But isn't it so that NFTs, like the whole point is that you buy something and then it's registered. Well, most NFTs are registered on a blockchain. An NFT basically buys some entry on a blockchain. You never actually buy anything binding. But it's supposed to be like you. So let's say I bought an NFT. This chapstick is an NFT, and I buy it, and then I decide I don't want the chapstick anymore, so I'm gonna give it to you. You would be able to see. At least this is how they're being portrayed in some instances. You'd be able to see that, like, oh yeah, Jamie owned this chapstick, and now you own this chapstick, and then it's like all the previous owners. But I guess if it's just the people who own it, it's not the people who created it, huh? I think? I don't know. You can see the purchase history of the blockchain. Yeah. I don't know, now I'm confused. It's not regulated. But isn't that the whole purpose of the blockchain, is to be regulated? So, I don't know. This is why I'm not even with NFTs anyway, so I'm just like, it's just a blockchain. So they could just put anybody's, they could just change, like, you know, take Jamie's name off, put Billy Bob on instead. Is that what we're saying? Because at that point, I'm just like, what is the point of any of it? You can't do that. Okay. If the blockchain says it means nothing to the government. So you're saying that, like, look, this thing says I paid like X amount of crypto, and the government would be like, well, we don't deal with crypto, so. I don't know. This is strange. We don't recognize NFTs, which is so crazy because like freaking celebrities are promoting this ish. Freaking talk show. It's being talked about on talk shows. I don't know. It's doing anything about it at this time. Okay. And then specifically because it's not regulated. Gross. Nothing to say. It could be fraud. Gross. Alright. Well, gross. You have to be very concrete with what you claim. Yeah. Yeah. Ew. Very ew. Well, thank you for explaining that, because I already knew I didn't know that much, but it's... Let me see. Oh, hold on. Alright, we're pausing this for a second. NFTs right now are just a big pit for bigger fishes to scam smaller fishes. See, I feel like my confusion comes from, because I learned about NFTs from like the artist side of Twitter pretty much, and like from the artist perspective of it being like, oh, well, now you can put your work out on the internet, and then you have people pay X amount of money, and then you always get a cut because like if it gets shared around. But not so much. I don't know. Yeah. And then people lose money. People will stop buying it, so it will die. No need to regulate it because it's stupid. I don't know. it feels like there's so many things that are trying to cement NFTs into our currency system. It's not the same thing as buying the art. Yeah. Yeah, no, you don't own the physical product. You just own like the digital coding. Like it says like I don't know. That's strange. Yeah, you don't own the copyright or the intellectual property. You just own the code of the image on the screen. The hyperlink or whatever server it's held. Cause like if you saved the image as like a JPEG, it would have different coding than the thing. Basically the way that was explained to me is like a license or something, I guess. And so everybody has their own specific license. It's like this is who you are, and nobody else can claim that. Forget about identity fraud. And so it was kind of like the same thing with NFTs. Like they're like, okay, this is the license for this NFT. This means that you own like this specific coding on your screen, and nobody else officially does. So if you decide, if someone says like, hey, I own this, you can show them like, nope, I have the license. Like this is actually owned by me, even though it really means nothing because you can just save the image on your computer and nothing would happen anyway. But I don't know. It's stupid. It's a stupid concept to me. Stuff that's not theirs, since they created an official NFT for it, the creator can't anymore. Ooh. But then that's a copyright. What? I don't know. I have 1 million subscribers. Or like he wants to create an NFT of my channel. You could sell it. Isn't that copyright infringement? I don't know. But it's not because it's not regulated. But then you were saying so I don't know. I'm confused. NFT is the ownership thing. But then if you're making money off somebody else's property though, isn't brain is hurting. Brain is hurting. Brain is hurting. Let's talk about Resident Evil. A lot of people don't understand NFTs. I feel like I have a grasp on what's happening, but to fully explain it, no, I don't think I could do that. I have a grasp. I know enough to know that it's dumb. And that's all I need, pretty much. So it's easy to scam people. And why people are buying it. Yeah. That's one of the reasons. I also feel like it's because people are like, oh, it's a meme, so I should do it too. Insane. Yeah, yep. This is true. Ooh. Let me see. I got you. That's interesting. Never thought that far into it. So if the picture gets in that instance, if the tweet gets deleted or something happens to Twitter, then it's gone. Huh. Wow. It kind of makes me think of like, I remember thinking like the concept about buying clothes, like digital clothes, in like my brother was really into TF2, and so he would talk about like buying all these outfits and stuff. And my mom was like, "You're buying outfits for a character that you get no physical properties out of. Insane." Like you could have CD. Oh yeah, yeah. In my example, I was just using a license as like a this thing means it's identification, but yeah, it's not a physical thing. It's just like a yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's confusing. I don't like it. Change to the blockchain. Yeah. I don't know. Alright, let me see. Yeah. Blockchain done. Blockchain done. Why is the US regulating it? I don't know if I necessarily. I guess I just thought that they would because there's like money involved, but now technically it's not really our currency though, but I don't know. Like Beanie Babies. Beanie Babies. Beanie Babies. They regulate Beanie Babies? People collect Beanie Babies? Beanie Babies was the NFT of the 90s. Was it? Was it? You get like a certificate for it. Maybe, I guess, if it's rare. Even then you could own it. Yeah, and it wasn't like some other currency. I don't know. Things are just, it's become more complicated. People need to find things to do. Oh, in any case, Resident Evil 4 HD Project 1, the official final trailer. Hopefully it builds value over time. Physical things I can get behind, but like NFTs and stuff, it starts to get confusing.
Leon.
Oh my god.
Long time no see.
This might be too loud. Hold up.
Something's happened to the people here.
This looks pretty good. Recipes. This is a pretty faithful HD remaster, actually. Just not what freaking GTA did. But actually updating the graphics, and then like everything else is. I kind of want to see what the original looks like. Oh.
Getting a bit rusty.
I don't know why this is making me think of Metal Gear. Ew. Improved lighting effects. Thousands of 3D model revisions. See, but here's the terrible thing. I feel like the remake for Resident Evil 4 is going to be announced this year. So then, it's not like all of their efforts go to nothing, but it will be harder to appreciate, I feel.
Need a ride, handsome?
Beta. Why does this remind me so much of Metal Gear? Corrected. Ooh, voice corrected. Standard or classic camera with the angles. Oh my gosh. Was she dressed like that in the first game? In the original game? I don't think so. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what half these things are. I heard Resident Evil 4 was quite spooky. Oh. Oh, what is this? Ooh. Anybody play a lot of Resident Evil in the chat? I bought the remakes for 2 and 3. Well, I got it for my birthday. Why don't I play horror games? I do. I played Little Nightmares on stream. I played Resident Evil. Resident Evil doesn't count. Did you see Resident Evil 7 though? That was terrifying. I won't play that though. I won't play that. Played Anesthesia and Outlast. I actually bought Outlast 2 a long time ago and I tried to stream it. And I was very terrified. It's one of those things I plan to get back to at some point. Did I say anesthesia? I think I did. Amnesia. That's what I meant. But yeah. I'll at least go back and play Outlast 2 because I do own that. Resident Evil 2 remake for 2 was a little spooky, I thought. A little spooky. 3 was not, really. 7, that was spooky. You gotta admit. Oh, you know what's funny, actually? So I'm in a game design class right now. And we actually have a PS4. I had to quantify someone as a little spooky. It's not spooky. Or something.
Resident Evil.
It's a little spooky. But I got to play PT with a freaking audience in my class because my teacher was like, alright, we have like a special treat for the class. Who wants to play? And she was like, preferably somebody that's never played before. And of course, I was in one of her other classes, so she immediately was like, somebody hasn't played before. Jamie? And I was like, oh. So I played about an hour of PT and screamed like so many times. PT it's so crazy because it's like nothing's really happening, but it's just terrifying the whole time. Just absolutely terrifying. But oh, there was a rumor actually. We'll get up to it, but there was a rumor that But there's a rumor that Hideo Kojima is supposedly making a VR like PT game, not an experience, but like an actual game, something that's gonna be pretty much. I don't even want to say Silent Hill because like that's pretty big implications, but he's basically going to be making a new horror game. Is what it comes down to. And probably in VR. Oh god. Which is frightening. Frightening. Oh yeah, Ubisoft shut down Battle Royale Hyperscape, which I thought looked kind of cool. Is there gameplay? I thought Hyperscape looked, no, kind of cool. What is this? Okay. Is it full screen for y'all? No, it's not. Aesthetically, it looks cool. Oh, wow. I'm kind of wondering what their concurrent player count was looking like. Because I didn't really hear anything about this after launch. I don't think they did a good job really promoting the game once it launched. This is kind of, it's kind of interesting actually. It's unfortunate why they shut it down, or that I shut it down. I didn't really see anybody play this. Alright. That is so loud. But yeah, they are shutting down their Battle Royale. We saw the PS Plus games with the what is it? Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep, Borderlands One Shot Adventure, Planet Coaster. I don't think that's cool. UFC 4, that's whatever. To me, I don't play those, but maybe an X-Dive press release. Now available on Steam. What is this? Looking for things to watch. I have videos. Oh no, I was just looking for the Hyperscape trailer thing, which I figured was on their website just to refresh, but not this time. I'm like, not necessarily trying to rush through this, but I'm gonna miss my dinner window. I'm low-key missing it already. Let's see, what is Mega Man X Dive? I thought Dive was like a streaming service. Bring it back. I have to think about it. It looks like people are still doing reaction stuff, so I kind of want to see what happens with them first. They're not my guinea pigs per se, but I will be watching very closely to see what happens. If it's like not copyrighted stuff, then we could probably do that. I don't know if we'll do that this week since I will not be here on the weekend. Oh yeah, Epic Games, they got David X Machina and Ukulele Impossible Layer. But starting what day? What day are we looking at here? I thought I got a text, but then I didn't get a text. The 6th? The week of the 6th is probably when I can do more reaction stuff. And then Fries and Bread went gold. Nothing crazy there. New footage from the canceled Star Wars 1313 project, which people were very excited and then sad that it didn't come out. Atari's trying to do some NFT and loot box stuff. Why? I don't understand. And then like right after that, freaking Ubisoft. This was kind of hilarious. I don't understand. Let's see. They're Hyperscape, right? Yeah, they shut down Hyperscape. Then they're also talking about Ubisoft Quartz. I really don't understand, but man in charge at Ubisoft said their NFT Quartz project had a negative reaction that they were expecting and explained that players just don't understand it. We know it's not an easy concept to grasp. And Ubisoft's going to continue with their NFT plans, which I'll be proven on stream. It isn't an easy concept to grasp, but I know enough to know that it's freaking dumb. And even if I was like, you know what? NFTs, they're alright. They're hurting the freaking environment on top of financially like decimating people, on top of freaking making power outages happen in New York. So Ubisoft, come on. What's going on? Videos of banning $40 billion acquisition of ARM. I don't even know what is ARM. Purchasing ARM, UK-based chip firm. Intel includes massive corporations. To block the acquisition. Too much power to sway over it. Okay. Oh. That is interesting news, especially we're looking at Microsoft's acquisition of Activision and PlayStation's acquisition of Bungie and Take-Two's acquisition of Zynga. So, it's not, I don't think they're quite in the same position as Nvidia, where Nvidia is looked at as like one of the industry leaders, but they're getting acquiesced pretty quickly. Not sure if that's good or bad. Evil Dead, the game was delayed, which looked like Friday the 13th with the story to me. So I'm not too hurt about that, considering I was like, whatever about Friday the 13th. Sega's quitting Japanese arcade business after 50 years. Now, is this clickbait? Or remaining arcades will be sold to the arcade company Genda? Oh no, they're really... Bro! How are you gonna do this before I go to Japan and see the freaking arcade for myself? Are they're probably not even gonna keep the signs either. Oh man, that's sad. I kind of hate that arcades are going away. I don't 100% understand it. With home consoles and everything. But the nostalgia and just, I don't know. It's something about arcades that just like, it's fun. I guess that's why, you know what Sega should do actually? Sega should go into the arcade cabinet business because people are buying up arcade cabinets now actually. In fact, I have been looking to invest in an arcade cabinet. I'm not going to do it anytime soon, but like, I do want to get one when I have my own official place because that would be freaking sick. And my mom was actually, she told me a long time ago that she was going to buy an arcade cabinet and my dad talked her out of it. I'm like, Mom, how are you going to let him, how, why, how? Kick him out. But anyway, putting Crash Bandicoot in the middle and letting him, what is this? I saved this article just because I'm like, this is kind of funny. What does this mean? Why do I like arcade cabinets? They take up a lot of space. Well, when I used to go to the arcade, it was kind of like a little treat for me, I guess. Even though I had like the original Xbox, it was not necessarily even a communal experience, but just getting to like mash the buttons, I guess. And one arcade game that I was really enjoyed was the Time Crisis games. And so me and my brother, we would put in a coin and then like see how far we can get. We got like more than halfway through one of the games. So we're just sitting there like grinding it out. And you know, it's just like free time away from your parents to just like hang out and chill and be a kid. Not that I can't with my parents, but I don't know. Just do goofy, crazy things, pretty much. You can play one game and they constantly break down. Well, the thing about new arcade cabinets is they usually have multiple games. My cousin, he has a like Namco museum arcade pretty much, which just has a bunch of classics from the Namco games. Like Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man. I think Galaga was also on there. So there's a bunch of there's arcade games that have arcade cabinets that have a bunch of different games in them. They constantly break down. That would be something to consider. I haven't really heard anything from people that are buying them. And when I say buy an arcade cabinet, I'm not talking about like an actual cabinet that's been in an arcade. I'm just talking about the ones that are being like commercially made now. That are usually, they have like a smaller footprint. So I hopefully wouldn't have to worry about it being huge. And I don't even know where you would plug that in actually, but yeah, they have like smaller ones now. Show me one. Let's see. Arcade cabinet for, is it Atkins? Which one is it? Arcade 1 up. This might be one of them. It looks kind of familiar. Is this the right one? I don't know. those are huge. They do look kind of thick, don't they? Well, they're not going to be small. I think this is probably like closer to some of the ones that I've seen that people have been buying up. They also just have like actual mini arcade machines if you're looking for like something super small. Best arcade cabinet 2022 already. Yeah, this is one. Tiny arcade Space Invaders. What that is? Oh, this is like. Oh god, I wasn't thinking it was that small. That's legit. Can you even play that? How the frick? Yeah. How is it different? The sizing, these do look smaller than like an actual arcade machine, but I've never seen one in person, so I could very much so be incorrect. But I do know these usually have multiple games, or they do have cabinets that have multiple games. I know that for a fact since I've played one. But yeah, I just thought it'd be a cool gamer thing to have. But let's see. Eyes visibly red and puffy. Oh my god. Did they just make a joke article? I think this is a joke article. What did I just read? Yeah, it is. Funny title though. Certain affinities developing Xbox exclusive title. It's like Monster Hunter-esque. I don't know if that's a good idea. Monster Hunter, like, is Monster Hunter, what category would you put that under? We can Google that. I don't like when things are starting to like copy one specific game out of like a category, but I'm gonna still play Rise one day. I just need to figure out how do Monster Hunter. That's what I need to do. Game category. I played Monster Hunter World. No, I think I played Monster Hunter Rise on Steam. I played the demo, which you can actually play with friends, and it was actually pretty fun. What would you put? Action role playing. Really? That's it? Huh. I don't know. I feel like Monster Hunter is kind of in its own category then if it's just action role playing. I don't know. In any case, I wouldn't recommend just making a Monster Hunter like, because I don't think those games have been as successful at the very least as Monster Hunter. You didn't even play World? No, I'm pretty sure it was the demo for Monster Hunter Rise on Steam. I think I've heard that World is a little bit easier to learn though, so I don't know. Monster Hunter World is actually on Game Pass, and that was a game that I was thinking about either just playing on my own time or streaming and seeing if that's a little bit easier for me. Because I do kind of want to get into Monster Hunter. I see people having fun with it. One thing I am going to do that's in the Monster Hunter world is play the RPG, because I played the demo of that and that was really easy to pick up. Monster Hunter Stories 2, I think. Monster Hunter Stories 2. I'll play that at some point. I just want to finish the games that have come out in 2020 that I haven't even finished yet. Those are number one on my list. So as soon as I finish Yakuza, which we're getting close, as soon as I finish Yakuza and then finish Strikers, we're going to be on to some 2021 releases. Yeah, I guess it has to be. Unless I decide to play Sifu, which very likely. There's also a ton of stuff on Game Pass too. We're spoiled for choice here, but project. The other thing is Monster Hunter is available on Xbox, so why would somebody decide to pick loyalty for that one versus this game? You know, or for this game over Monster Hunter, which you can play on a bunch of platforms. And I don't know if they do cross progression, but if they do, yeah, definitely don't know why anybody would pick this over Monster Hunter. Project Suerte. Best of luck to them though. They worked on. Oh my gosh, God bless them if they worked on the Master Chief Collection. That thing was a mess when it launched. Halo Infinite's a little bit of a mess, but not like the Master Chief Collection. And then the PlayStation Game Pass. That's a big one. I don't even know where they got this. I don't know. It kind of, the tiers, not a whole lot of difference to me, I guess. The pricing would have been nice to see, but would you get a PlayStation Game Pass? I've been thinking about this question a little bit. For me, I don't know. It would depend on what they put on PlayStation that I can't get on Xbox. Like big titles like God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn. If they do Sly Cooper, please. If they do Sly Cooper, that would be a big one for me. Uncharted, the whole series is already out, so that wouldn't be. Well, if they brought back the original, like 1, 2, and 3, I think that are not on PS5. Games are cheap. I just buy them and have them forever on Steam. Good point. That's a good point. I wouldn't say games are cheap. Gaming is definitely a luxury. Video games are a luxury item. But I don't know. $250 on for just you? What? Huh? What? I'm not living that life. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'm not living that life. It's a luxury item for me. But yeah, I don't know if I would get the PlayStation Game Pass. They definitely have a lot of classics on there, but I feel like Xbox has been pretty good about keeping their catalog like very fresh and up to date. And they have a good selection from a lot of third-party people as well. Whereas PlayStation Game Pass, would you get third-party? Probably. I don't know. It's very, I'd have to see it. See it to believe it. $250 on dinner. That's insane. What did you eat? Gold encrusted steak? PUBG's coming back. That's a thing. I felt like PUBG was very, very dark, and that was like the biggest reason I left. Japanese. What? What did you eat? What? What do you mean? I need the entree. I need to know. What is this? What is this that was $250 on the giri? Oh, for $250. Oh my gosh. Basically 50 piece. What? That's a lot. Oh my gosh. Yeah, every time I get sushi, it's like, I think at most that I spent on sushi is like maybe $35. Oh my gosh, man. That is insane. It's one bite, but it's like 51 bites, 50. I feel like I can't even picture like how big a plate you would need or how small. I don't know. My whole scaling for that is just off. No release dates for either game, but warned me to CEO Jason Kilar is confident both games will release. I hope so. Hogwarts Legacy has been something that people are interested in. Not myself personally. Gotham Knights, very interested. There's no plate, just kept ordering. $7 per tunigiri. Oh, I see. Wait, that's what? That's wild for me to think about conceptually. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. I've never... Because, like... The sushi place I was actually going to go to yesterday, they have, like, a conveyor belt where you just, like, pick up a plate that you want to eat. But then it has, like, the different plates have different pricings on them. So, like, depending on the color, you could be charged, like, $5, $7, $10, or whatever. But I feel like after you pick up so many plates, it's like, okay, this is adding up. I'm gonna stop now. But then again, I don't got money like that, so that's just me. This was pretty dope though. If you haven't seen the You Got Money, I see that now. If you haven't seen the Halo trailer, this is pretty cool. Well, I think it's pretty cool. My biggest issue is Cortana, who's at the end of the series. 6 figures remote. The new job? I don't think so. I don't think I knew that. But good for you. Good for you. Give me some. Give me some of that. I need another monitor for my computer. Trying to get a Series X at some point.
Most importantly,
Need freaking money to move. Freaking, I need money for things.
Kind of object. When I touched the object, I felt something
Well, that's good though. I'm happy things are working out for you.
different.
What they did to us makes you numb.
And you just decided to help me. Why would a Spartan do that?
What does one do with a superhuman you're not sure you can trust?
Hello, Master Chief. I'm
Look at
Cortana.
this. Why is she not blue? They did get the actual voice actress for Cortana though, which is cool. Why don't my Duolingo open?
Master Chief recovered something.
Sacred ring. Halo.
Humans surrender to the Covenant.
What is that?
Donna, I'm gonna need you now. Find the Halo. Win the war.
Yeah, that was the trailer for the Halo series that's gonna be coming to Paramount Plus. I did a review for it on the Geeks Vibes Nation YouTube channel, so I'm not gonna talk about it too much here. Just I'm excited for it. I don't have Paramount Plus, so excuse me. I don't know how to watch it, but oh my gosh, sorry. But yeah, looks cool. Final Fantasy VII's 25th anniversary is this year. So this was actually, when I go home this weekend, I'm going to bring my PS5 back with me. So when we finish Yakuza and play Persona 5 Strikers, I can play Final Fantasy VII and Horizon Zero Dawn. Because I have not played a bunch of PlayStation games that have come out within like the past 5 years or so. So we gonna catch up. Oh my gosh, the Power World. Do you know anything about Power World? Power World is crazy. That's literally the best thing to describe this game. It's like Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon with guns. You can shoot at Pokemon, and then clearly by the picture, I guess Pokemon can also help you shoot at other Pokemon. They're not actually Pokemon though. This is not sanctioned by Nintendo, and I'm honestly surprised that Nintendo has not tried to copyright strike it down. They're technically not Pokemon. They're like pals, I believe. Or I don't know what the official name is. But I feel like Nintendo's gonna find a way to shut this down so quickly. Because they literally shut down Pokemon Gun. So, but yeah, Power World actually looks pretty fun. Let's see, how many more thingies? Quite a few thingies. Not that many thingies. I'll have to go hyper speed with this. So we won't look at the, or if, we'll look at it for a second. We'll look at the trailer for a second. They don't have a link? Never mind, we won't look at the trailer for a second. Battlefield 20, yeah, we talked about that. Did we talk about that? I think we did. Cyberpunk, when they get the PS5 version of the game, it's gonna have the new cover with female V on it, which I think is cool. I kind of want to go back and play Cyberpunk, but I probably won't be revisiting it till maybe this summer. I don't think they'll have everything ironed out by then, but I think there will be. I think they have a DLC plan, and some of that stuff will start in the summer to coincide with the anime, which I pray is still coming out. I'm pretty sure they scheduled it for the summer. So that will be cool to dive back into the world of Cyberpunk. I thought it was a cool game. Of course, it has some functional issues, but it's fun. It's fun. I enjoyed my time. Take me back to the pre-release Cyberpunk glory days. Oh my gosh. Welcome to the stream paradox. But yes. Back when Cyberpunk was coming out, it was during the pandemic. But I don't know. It was like so much to look forward to. I feel like we haven't had a game like that, at least not this past year, where I'm like, oh my god, Cyberpunk's gonna be amazing. Oh my god, blah, blah, blah. And I literally covered every single Cyberpunk stream that I could physically do while also going to class. Man, those were the days. Those were the days. Oh my gosh, but welcome to the stream. We're talking about some of the things that have been happening in gaming, and I'm low key. Let me see what is for dinner tonight. Should I even rush? Should I rush? Usually the answer is no. Either way you split it, but what do they have that's worth eating? Nothing really. I don't know. I might buy Chick-fil-A or something. Benihana time. See, the thing about that is it's about a 20-minute walk from my dorm, 20-ish, and walking in the dark, I don't recommend. Wings sound good right now. Wings. I'm low-key. See, here's the thing about Chick-fil-A, though. It closes at 7. So if I show up after, like, 7:45, it's about IRL stream, let's go. Oh, my gosh. If I wasn't afraid to dock myself, I'd be like, sure, why not? But, dox myself. Did I say dock myself? I don't even know what that means, but I was thinking about doing a food stream or like a cooking stream one day, but I actually have to have space to cook. Want Mexican today? They do have a burrito bowl thing in the dining hall, and I think that's what I might be going with. I think I might get myself a burrito bowl. Call it a day. Remains multi-platform as well. PlayStation interested in Bungie's live service expertise. Okay. What would I cook? I think I would try and cook something that I've never cooked before, which is catastrophic for a number of reasons. What would I pick, though? That's a good question. Low key, okay, I have cooked this before, but I haven't cooked it since I've taken a foods class. I would want to cook, I found this lasagna recipe, and you put you have the shredded cheese and stuff, but then there's a layer of ricotta cheese, and that's legitimately the best lasagna I have ever had in my life. And it has meat sauce, but it was so good. I would probably try and do that, which that wouldn't be too difficult. What else? What else could I do? I don't know. Maybe I would look something up or get a recommendation as far as what I should try to cook. I feel like I should also try and cook like some survival basic food. Like maybe try and prepare spaghetti by myself. That's something I've never done. Every time I've made spaghetti, it's like with my dad, and he's like, no, do this thing. I'm like, okay. Spaghetti might be fun. That's usually the one that's like, you're least likely to mess it up. Ooh, something I could do actually. I don't know if you're familiar with Shawnee FNF, I think is what his name is on Twitch. He has a Final Fantasy cookbook. If there is like a Zelda cookbook, I think there is. I don't think it's official, but I think there is. I think there's a Zelda cookbook. I know there's a Pokemon cookbook. Or I could try the Final Fantasy one and try a recipe out of that. Because that, I'm sure it'll taste good, but it might look awful. I can follow directions, y'all. I'm good at that. Do it. Maybe I'll do that in the summer. That'll be an interesting experience to try and put together. Now I kind of want to see what video game cookbooks are out there. Video game cookbook. I might have to cover the rest of the news at another time. Either that or just, I don't know. I might end up walking. up to the thing. Hold on. Before I go into this, let me see what will be open. What are the hours for the things around me? I could go to Wendy's. I should probably go to the dining hall though to save me some monies. Fire Emblem has a is it a real cookbook? Recreating some of that. I guess I could pull some video game recipes as well. Some like popular ones. This is the actual cookbook though, the Final Fantasy one. From Final Fantasy 14 at that. There's an Assassin's Creed cookbook. I have never heard of this. The Culinary Codex. That is kind of hilarious. Low key, I might look into that. There's a Tomb Raider cookbook. What the heck? How are they not publicizing these things? Or if they did, I just completely missed it. Heroes Feast. Oh, D&D cook. They might actually have some good food in that. High key. Oh, there's a Monster Hunter meal recipe book. Ooh, that would be fun. Elder Scrolls cookbook. You're hungry now? Yeah, I'm sorry. Fallout cookbook. You can make some old-fashioned stuff, probably. That would actually be kind of cool. Be like a themed thing. I could buy some sodas and glasses. Destiny has a cookbook? That is interesting. Does Destiny even have a food system? I don't even know. That's interesting. Pokemon, yeah, they have a cookbook. Street Fighter has a cookbook? Are you serious? That is wild. Street food. Ooh, street food cookbook though? That might be kind of sick. Minecrafter's cookbook. I can't imagine anything in that would taste that great based off of the things I've prepared in Minecraft. This Street Fighter cookbook. Low key, they might be putting me onto some things. I don't know. I'm gonna save this link. Actually, I'm gonna write it down. The gaming cookbook. That is not legible at all. Cookbook. Okay. All right. Back to the news. What in the world? I wish I could make the trending topics go away, because then it just expands. Like, hey, you've been sitting on this page, look at it. And now I'm looking at it and I'm like, But PlayStation acquired Bungie literally, what, 2-3 days ago? 2 days? In January? yeah, I guess in January. Which was big. So some people, which I kind of, when they said this, I was kind of like, okay, I see it. They're saying that PlayStation acquired Bungie as a way to secure them having a shooter on the console. Not that I don't think that they would pull Call of Duty from PlayStation. That just seems odd. But they also agree that Bungie's going to remain multi-platform, and apparently, I didn't know this, but Destiny has a huge player base, or a bigger player base, I should say, on PlayStation than any other platform so far. So, somebody else said that they could be trying to make PlayStation's like Halo flagship or Halo-like flagship shooter, which would be interesting. I don't think PlayStation is necessarily known for shooters, at least not in my opinion, so I'd be curious to see what they would do with that. But yeah, big acquisitions at the freaking, all within like a couple weeks of each other, 2-3 weeks of each other. But do they have their own cookbook? Destiny does. Halo doesn't have its own cookbook. Microsoft lost. That's it. Microsoft lost. They don't have a cookbook for Halo. Master Chief never eats. He's losing. Only shooter that comes to mind from Sony is Killzone. Killzone is really fun. Killzone, I feel like doesn't get talked about enough. That's way back in PS3 era. You're probably right. I played Killzone on the PlayStation Vita. And I really enjoyed it, actually. I had both Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and Killzone. And I beat both of them, but I had so much more fun playing Killzone. I think Killzone was also slightly harder. Oh, I forgot I had music. My bad. Yeah, I enjoyed a lot. I enjoyed Killzone a bit. And if Bungie could make it come back, that would be interesting to see what they would do. It Takes Two by Hazelight Studios, adapted for film and television by DJ2 Entertainment. I don't know how I feel about this one. I feel like it would not really be that different from like movies of like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids kind of stuff. And when you look at the story of It Takes Two, it's not necessarily that deep. So I guess it could be a really good thing then, because they would probably have to write a lot of things into it. I don't know, yeah, best of luck with that one. A lot of the Final Fantasy VII characters are getting like their polygon models in the first Soldier game, the mobile game. Which the fact that I low-key want to try it. It seems like it's doing much better than I thought it ever could. But that's fun. I like this. A little throwback. I wish they would sell they don't sell statues of these. I can't remember the reason why, but they do not sell statues. Then Teen 17. Staff is not told the Worms NFT project. Another case of game developers trying to get into NFTs. Although I think we'll see further in my bookmarks that they actually said like, yeah, we're not doing NFTs anymore because like nobody agreed on that, and I don't know how this announcement was even a thing. Yeah, games. Let's not do NFTs. Let's not do it. Don't do it. And then let's see. Final Fantasy VII Remake 2 might be revealed this year, which would not at all be a surprise. This would be a huge... Would it be a huge year for JRPGs? I don't know about huge, but Persona 6 is looking like it'll probably get revealed in September. And the Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, I would feel pretty confident that they would reveal it this year, especially with it being the 25th anniversary. So that'll be 2 huge announcements for the year. I still need to play Part 1. I'm going to play Part 1 this year. This is the year. If I don't do it this year, then I'm just throwing out the PS5. I'm deleting the channel. I'm deleting the Twitch. I'm just going to leave the internet. Don't call me on that. Don't do it. Announce plan that are environmentally friendly. I like how they're trying to go with that as like the listen, it's not bad because it's environmentally friendly. Like it's still bad. It's still bad. These logos for the anniversary are really cool. I like that. I like that. DICE is talking about updating Battlefield 2042, which had some big issues. I didn't even know that the scoreboard seemed to have been broken in the game. All platform voice communications being improved. Player profiles have better scope of your overall career. Yeah, a lot of things. And let's see, Yosuke Shiokawa, creative producer behind Sony's Fate/Grand Order project, left to go independent, so he'll be making his own game IPs. I'm not familiar with... I know the anime, not that well, but I know of it. And we can't look at this because Bloomberg freaking mad lads. Fortnite might be doing a crossover with the Uncharted movie. Ugh. Not because of Fortnite. I don't have high hopes for the Uncharted movie, which honestly might be the best way to go in for me. Because I really enjoy the series, and I saw the trailer, and I'm like, this does not look like they're doing anything original. And a movie cannot beat a video game playing experience. So, I don't know. I gotta move on. I don't know. Step back from the NFT space. Yeah, they're not doing it. Can't be disappointed if you're already disappointed. I don't know about that. Kind of hoping. I want the world for it. I really, really do. And I feel like, I don't know why they had to go with a young Nathan Drake story. Like, they could have, if they wanted to do the stories from Uncharted 2, 3, 4, 5, no, 2, 3, and 4, then they literally just could have done adult Nathan Drake. But with kid Nathan Drake, that's very purposeful, and it makes it seem like, oh, we're trying to tell a new story. And in which case, I'm like, okay, cool, I want a new story. And it looks like they're trying to tell the old story with freaking young Nathan Drake, and I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, if they would have went with old Nathan Drake, my expectations would have been set fairly, like, they would have been fair, because I'm like, okay, I've seen this story before, it'll be cool to see it in theaters. Now, I'm like, I don't know what to expect. I hope it's good. I really, really do. But I'm not gonna put a lot of thought into it, I guess. I'm just gonna see it, and that'll be it. This is apparently released as a 25th anniversary picture, which is cool. Sora hanging out. I saw this. This was freaking dope. This artist, props to them. Amazing work. Especially at that size, to be able to communicate character emotion and stuff. Freaking dope. Then yeah, Omega Pro making a good point about Bungie acquisition with PlayStation. Oh, the producer confirmed that it will be revealed. Final Fantasy VII Remake 2 will be revealed this year. So there we go. That's all the news that I have on my Twitter feed. We haven't even gotten to my Discord feed yet. And I kind of want to do it. Since we're already here, we're already chatting, having good conversation, I'm just going to end up having Wendy's for dinner, and I will cry a little, but that's okay. It was for y'all. So let me pull up my Discord and go to the news section. Starting, why cry? Wendy's has not been consistent here. It has not been consistent, and since the pandemic has started, a lot of restaurants that are usually open later have started to, their schedules are really shorter. They're much shorter. They're open for shorter amounts of time. And Wendy's was the spot on campus. If everything else is closed, you know you can go to Wendy's. And now it's not that, and it just makes me sad. It makes me sad, and it's not like the food was that great either. So it makes me double sad. So why cry? That's why I cry. It's not like I think it's nasty, because if I did, I wouldn't eat it. I would, like, I literally have a pack of ramen in my closet that I can make instead, but... yeah. Tis what it is, tis what it is. Okay. Streamer mode is on. But... no, yeah, I think... no, I'm gonna just open the links in my browser just in case. Just in case. Drop the Discord. Let me see. Where is settings, server settings? How do you share, invite? Oh, here it is. Big freaking button that says invite people. Oh, well. Ah, son of a gun. Thought my monitors were connected. They're not. Okay, give me a second. Dang it, now I'm typing on the wrong freaking keyboard. Everything's going wrong. Alright. Where is... I promise you guys, I am a professional. Okay, there it is, there it is. We just be chatting about whatever in the Discord. I mainly use it to drop gaming news, and like, if I make a gaming news video, that's what I use it for. Oh, and we talk about anime. Gotta talk about it. The anime season has been freaking, well, there's been mainly Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer have been freaking insane. So, we talk about that a little bit. Try not to talk about spoilers in the chat, but alright, where do we start with this? We got that. I guess we'll start here. Alright, I'm just gonna open up a bunch of links real quick. Give me a moment. Gotta catch, dude, oh my gosh, you do have to catch up on Demon Slayer. That's all I can say. You do have to catch up on Demon Slayer. It is so good this season. At least I think it's really, really good. And then they left off on a cliffhanger last week that, like, oof. They are... I'm kind of sad that they're not nominated for anything on the Anime Awards this year, because they came in, the season started a little bit too late. But goodness gracious, they would sweep so hard, and I would not even be mad about it. Let's see, did I open that link? No. Okay, we did talk about that. What else? Okay, there's actually not that many things on the Discord. Maybe I won't have to cry during dinner tonight. Alright. Demon Slayer is really good though. Attack on Titan, I feel like I've been lost watching Attack on Titan for the past couple of seasons, but I'm still like very much so immersed in it. I really want to go back and watch from the beginning, so that way I actually understand what's going on. Keyboard. Work with me, keyboard. There we go. What the hell, keyboard? Oh my word. Okay, there it is. Let's see. Oh, y'all cannot see this. Go back to here. So we have smaller Kojima game. Could be PSVR 2 from Oops Leaks. Funny, Kojima Productions got PSVR 2 prototypes back in November 2021. According to unconfirmed information, studio's upcoming smaller project could be a VR game. Oh no, it isn't Experience? It might be PT2 then, who knows? Collaborating with award-winning virtual reality expert and storyteller Celine, I think, Tricart. Let's see, did they have any more information? Not really. Okay, so we might be getting a PT2 is the rumor. A VR PT2. Got a Kojima VR horror game. Is stuff of dreams, stuff of nightmares for me. Unreal Engine remake at PT. Still felt the need to turn it off after a while. Oh, I see. They got scared. Got you. Alright. This news is... I don't know how to feel about it. So, Atlas could be considering making a Persona 5 MMORPG. I don't know. So, celebrating Persona's anniversary, which will be ending in September, I believe. Which is why I think the announcement is going to be there. Me among some other people within the gaming sphere. Let's see. I think they should. Let's see. Take place. This would have been interesting if they didn't already have a billion different Persona 5 collaborations. At this point, I feel like they should just commit all of their energy to Persona 6 and make sure it's the best game that they can be, because they've said that multiple times. We don't want to release something that's not as good as or better than Persona 5. But we are, why are we stuck on Persona 5 then? I'm not saying Persona 5 is not good. I love it. I just don't want it to become a freaking GTA 5 that we see released across 3 different consoles, constantly getting updates for like, I don't know. I'm salty about GTA just because I guess just because it's still working. Like they're doing a model that is still successful without iterating on what they've already done. And the promises for Persona 6 seem kind of like what Cyberpunk promised in a way, with everything being interactable and I don't know, just really creating a game world that you really feel that you can be a part of, and like any door you see, you can open it. You can see what's inside the shop. You can see what's inside. You can bring it to somebody's house if you wanted to. Like, I want to see that. I'm kind of done with like these expansions that I feel like are just more heists or characterizing or giving more characterization to Franklin. I think is cool. I don't know. I just want to move on. Similar to, or not similar, but starting to get close to what Atlas is doing with Persona 5, and they're doing a lot of collaborations with different games, which at first was very cool. I'm like, oh my god, Persona's growing. But then, at what point are we diluting Persona 5, is what I'm saying. I know nobody probably cares about this as much as I do, but I'm just like, just give me Persona 6, dang it. Give it to me. I'm hyped, I'm ready. I don't think this is... We need too much of this. I don't even know how they would do an MMO. That would... I don't know. That's all I could say about that. Okay, next up. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon frontline footage leaked from a closed beta test. I don't know if I want to open this because they might come after me if I do. But if y'all are looking to look at the leak, it's on the r/gaming leaks and rumors, and look for Isekai's post from 5 days ago. You'll be able to find it. Halo Infinite is reportedly getting a new game mode from a longtime collaborator. It could be the take on Battle Royales. I was kind of thinking that's what they were gonna do from the beginning, and I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know how to feel about it even still. In some ways, I almost kind of feel like it's just huge Slayer, like not Team Slayer, but just like Slayer with all those people on the map. Although Big Team Slayer hasn't really even been working for a long time. I saw an article today that said like Big Team Slayer has now reached a point to where it's been offline more than it's been online. So having a battle royale mode is probably, if it's gonna happen, it's probably not gonna happen in the near future. My guesstimate. How am I gonna put me on the goofy music, man? This is also interesting. So all the music that we've been listening to is from Gran Turismo. The freaking range, incredible. I would have never. Ooh, okay, no, it's turning around. It's turning around actually. But I never would have expected this from Gran Turismo. When I discovered this playlist, like everything, everywhere, incredible. Anyway, Cyberpunk 2027 or 2077 PS5 version with alt cover. We talked about that. Jez expecting Blizzard to announce a different game he knows about last week, meaning Blizzard has at least one more unannounced game in production. So I think the other one that we're talking about is the survival game, which is looking through their catalog or the short list of games that they had in the article that we looked at earlier. Didn't really seem like they have too much experience in that. So I'd be curious to see what their take would be. But other than the survival game, it looks like there might be another one in production. So I don't know. Blizzard's got some things in the works, and it's unfortunate because I feel like that's taken a lot of attention away from Overwatch 2 and Diablo 4, which I know people are looking forward to. I was kind of looking forward to Overwatch 2, but I don't know. Blizzard's got a lot on its plate right now. With just excluding games itself, it's got a lot on its plate. Okay, Microsoft was updated / they renovated their website. They're working on a project that is to be announced this month, actually. So they're saying this was probably leaked then. And they'll integrate Monolith Kyoto Studio with Monolith. They'll announce the new game release of Breath of the Wild 2 or both this month? Oh my lord, what? Working on the new game for 4 years since the release of Xenoblade 2. Ooh, oh god. I wish I didn't read that now, almost. Oh, because I am so desperate to get my hands on anything Breath of the Wild. Like if the collector's edition for Breath of the Wild 2, whatever the title name is, if it's less than like $300, I will pre-order it the day that they announce it. I will do it. I will not have any regrets. I'm really, damn it, now I'm scratching my neck like I'm crazy. I'm not crazy, but I really, really, really want Breath of the Wild 2 so badly. And I was actually, one of my plans for the year was to play through the Muso game for Breath of the Wild and to replay Breath of the Wild. Y'all got any more of that Breath of the Wild 2? Come on, just give it to me, give it to me. But oh my god, yeah, I'm literally feeding for it. If they announce it this month, protest against it. Why though? Why though, Dark Charisma? Why? Why don't you want to see me happy? Would I stream it? I don't know. Would I stream it? That's a good question. I like hating. Oh, that's fair, I guess. I don't know. There are some games that I just play for me. And I'm like, if I stream it, I'm gonna have to be paying attention to chat. I might miss something in the game, and it's gonna be a whole thing. So there are some games that I'm just gonna play by myself in a room. I'm gonna record it. Y'all have my reaction, and then I'll be at. Ooh, Breath of the Wild. It depends on what's going on. If I don't have like enough games to stream, then 100%. But that would be the last resort. Honestly, because like I don't know how I'm about to act. if it's really really good, I don't know how to act. If it's really really bad, it just might be a stream of me crying for like 3 hours, and they're like, okay guys, see you next weekend. And then I just keep playing because I have to. Yeah, Sega's leaving the arcade business. We talked about that earlier. Sad boy hours. Once again, Sega, listen, get into the arcade cabinet making business. Then you don't have to leave. You can still stick to traditions. You can bring something fresh to the business. You can bring a bunch of IPs to the business. Do it. Do it. But, yeah, they sold off 85% of their arcade business to Tokyo-based Genda. And Genda is removing the Sega name. Oh, bro. When is this happening? When is this happening? Gigo. I really want, see, this was my thing. Oh, and then there's a whole interview. I can scroll through that really slowly if y'all want to read it. But my thing is like, I for sure 100% I want to go to Japan. And so the Sega arcade was pretty like one of the cool things I was going to be able to look at, you know? And now, like, I'm thankful that they're still going to be there, like, and Genda's taking over. But they're not even going to say Sega anymore, bro. Dang it, bro. Sad. That's sad. But at least they're still existing. There's, like, only a few places in the US that even have arcades. I actually know of a couple that are not too far from me right now, which is surprising. Glad they're taking over. Porque, what do you know about Genda? What do you know about Seiya? What do you know about arcades? Sega is Sonic's company? Funny. Sonic's sitting at the top. Do I speak Spanish? I do not. Why is there Spanish in here? I know a little bit of Spanish, but I would not say I speak it. I'm trying to learn Japanese right now, though. Porque? Oh, sometimes I be throwing little flavors in there, you know? I be trying to sound intelligent. I speak it in another language, but no, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I throw in, like, some of the Spanish words I know as, like, an accent to my sentence, so it's like, ooh, like, yeah, I did that. I said that. But, yeah, no, I don't really speak Spanish, at least not well. I don't speak Japanese well either, but I did find an app that I'm finally starting to understand the grammar a little bit, so who knows. I was low-key thinking about, because hold on, let me show y'all the grind on Duolingo real quick. Porque sounded top tier Spanish. Hey, well, thank you to my Spanish teachers in high school and elementary school. They were really heavy on saying, like, you know, if you're gonna speak the language, then you kind of need to adopt the accent to say things correctly. Which I do agree with. I feel like a lot of people that speak two languages, like when they're speaking a certain language, like I had a friend that was from New Caledonia and she spoke like 5 different languages, which I'm like, thanks for flexing on me. But when she spoke English, she had like a French accent, but it wasn't like, I don't know, like when she spoke French, like it was very different than like her English speaking voice. Though, yeah. Some people can't roll their R's, and I didn't know that, like as like a genetic thing, which is interesting. I can though. That's how I do my Chewbacca. But yep, I got the R roll. See, I was trying to teach my mom that. I've got 3/4 of my family on Duolingo. And see, I need to do Duolingo today actually, but I'm 237 days down, guys. It's almost been a year, which means once the year comes up, I will be fully fluent in Japanese. Is the lie I tell myself when I practice. But I can pick up a word here and there when I watch anime sub now, so I feel like, you know, I know more than I did a year ago. That's all. That's all you can wish for, you know? That's all you can wish for. Let's see. Nintendo's financial update tonight. First global sales of Mario Party All-Stars, much we did. Switch passing 100 million units sold. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe passing 40 million units. Animal Crossing passing 35 million units, which is insane. Breath of the Wild passing 25 million units. The fact that Animal Crossing passed Breath of the Wild in a shorter time frame, to me, wild. I understand it because it did become a very, not necessarily memeable thing, even though there were memes, but more so, especially at the start of the pandemic. Yeah, it definitely had that going for it, where everybody's like, this is the game that's like helping me survive right now. But that's all the news I got for y'all. Literally everything that I have collected within the past couple of weeks. Oh my gosh, it is so nice that I'm like, I could start on a fresh slate next week. I actually have a video up for This Week in Gaming that I need to continue editing that will hopefully come out by Friday, but it's like dated stuff, so tease what it tease, tease what it tease. I'm gonna still try and put it out though, because I put a lot of put a lot of work into it. Oh my word. I'm tired of talking now. And hungry. So maybe, hold on. It might be a cool idea, since I'm a Twitch affiliate and I never really like said anything for it, because Twitch was going through some dark times when I got my affiliate status. So maybe for like my first year anniversary, we'll do like a cooking stream. That'll be interesting. I have no idea where this would even take place because I have some travel plans. I don't know what's gonna happen. I might be with some people. I might be by myself. I have no idea. But yeah, we could do a cooking stream. That'll be fun. Do a cooking stream. I still need to do some more Just Dance streams. 100%. And I would do Twitch Sings, but Twitch Sings doesn't freaking exist anymore. So maybe there's like a karaoke game on Switch. Probably not. I don't know. Maybe there's a karaoke game on Steam. That seems more likely because you could actually use mic feedback. Although I don't know if you'll want that. I more so just want to do karaoke. But yeah, dancing stream, cooking stream for sure. And some reaction stuff. Definitely put that back into rotation. I just got to be more selective about what I decide to watch. And we still got games. We have a ton of freaking games to go through. A ton of them. So yeah, I should write these things down. Hold on. Let me go cam real quick. Go to my, did I do the right thing? I did the right thing. Okay. Let me go to my planning document. I'm trying this new thing. It's called documentation, where you like put your goals down on like paper and then you do them. Which, all goofiness aside, I've never done before. I usually, like, the only time I use a spreadsheet is when I'm enrolling for a class. And that's literally it. Like, that's the 2 times out of the year. Although I won't be doing that anymore. That's like 2 times out of the year that I use a spreadsheet. So, let's see. Wow, I cannot even find my spreadsheet anymore. Where did it go? Here it is. What folder is this in? What folder is this in? Oh. I guess it could stay there. I don't know. Okay. Let's do... So maybe we'll have a stream. Actually, I don't know if we need a whole stream for that. I might just do like a poll where we decide on a cookbook. The Street Fighter cookbook looked kind of cool to me. Cookbook stream. But I can also look at some other ones. And then Just Dance stream. And reaction stream. And I want to start collaborating with other streamers and whatnot, because I've been like very isolated here for the most part. I talked a little bit to Sean and Oak, but I don't be playing the shooters, and then Sean's just taking his sweet time, you know? So, we'll see. I do know one person that plays Monster Hunter and streams, so maybe we'll do that. But what an unexpectedly long stream. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out, listening to some freaking Gran Turismo OST. It's surprisingly good. It is really good. And I'm gonna go eat now. So I hope you all have good meals in your bellies, whatever time of day it is, eating or your night. Enjoy it. I'll see y'all.